I'm Matthias Gaffney.
And I'm Teresa Harrington.
We're both reporters with the Contra Costa Times, which is part of Bay Area News Group, and we'd like to thank you for honoring us with this great award. It was a lot of hard work by ourselves, along with our colleagues and our editors, and thanks again.
And the story came about because several of our reporters, including Matthias, had written stories about child abuse by actual school employees. And we found out that these abuses were not being reported to Child Protective Services or the police like they were supposed to be. And even though there is a law that says that employees are supposed to be trained in these procedures, we found a loophole that basically said they're encouraged to provide the training, but they're not required to do it. And we also found that many districts varied in what they considered training, and so we decided to survey the districts in our area to find out specifically what they were doing.
There are close to 100 school districts in the Bay Area News Group coverage area, so we had to incorporate our other education reporters to help us out and send out surveys to all the superintendents. Once we sent out those surveys, we got a pretty high rate of return. About 74 of the 94 responded, and what we quickly found out was the biggest challenge to it, and it incorporated a new tool that we had never used before, which was SurveyMonkey. And we found out they weren't on an honor test to respond accurately, so we had to go through and decipher what their responses to make sure what they were saying is actually the truth and not them just spinning and making their results look positive, which was a big challenge.
Matthias and I worked really great together, but we did actually have to take a little longer to finish this story than we originally anticipated because it was pretty tedious going through all these survey results and trying to, as he said, decipher whether they really did do the training or whether they were just trying to make it look like they did the training. And we actually had a desk set aside for all the monstrous amount of documents that we were looking over.
We also realized that the first thing our readers would do after reading the article would be wondering what happens at their own children's school district. So we took our SurveyMonkey results and we boiled them down to the essentials, and we brought in our database guru, Danny Willis, and he created an online database that was very user-friendly where they could look up their own school district and they could see the essential information.
Not only were readers interested in our stories, but our reporting actually caught the attention of State Superintendent Tom Torlakson, who actually, based on what we had done, decided to survey the entire state to find out what kind of training was going on. And then Assemblywoman Joan Buchanan drafted a bill to try to tighten up the loopholes in the mandated reporting law.
Well, that's the story. Thanks again for the award.
Yes, thanks.